And I also wanted to, I know that Luke Taylor is going to do a presentation later on hosting and managed services, but on the preservation side, the DJI hosted version does meet NDSA Level 4 preservation with replica buckets in multiple regions, virus checking on ingest, as WAF and endpoint detection, which is important in today's world. Bots have become such a huge thing. Checksumming, fixity, which I already showed. I think we can go back and maybe I can take one little look at this up here. And if I can get into an object, let's just go into perhaps this.
Loading that up there, John.
I'll just touch on embargo here because that's an important thing. Again, we want to, people want to be able to make sure that their content isn't exposed if it shouldn't be. So it was as easy as that. You can go back to an object, which is where I was here. I'll look at that again. So I just happen to be in the object, and there's all these options are up here. Revisions are also here before we get to that. So this keeps track of, it tells you this was ingested, what time, what date, by who, and then a revision. And if you want to go back and revert to a previous revision, you can. And of course, this is going to get larger over time. This is just a demo box, but this keeps track of all of your revisions and embargoes. If I wanted to add an embargo on this object, so I can either embargo just the metadata, or I can embargo both the metadata and the file. I can do it for indefinite or scheduled. And if I hit scheduled, it's going to pop up a calendar, and I can put the date in which it would be lifted. If I need to exempt an IP range so individuals can see it, I can do that. I can also do it by email if I wanted to. You can do it by object. You can do it by collection. So that, I think, rounds out the last couple of things that I wanted to point out. All right.
Excellent. Appreciate that, John. That's some great stuff there.